When people are asked about their regrets, especially as they age, it's not the mistakes they made that hurt them the most, but it's the things that they didn't do that they could have done that caused the greatest pain. Although mistakes are regrettable, they don't cause as much torment as the missed opportunities and unexplored possibilities. This observation highlights the role of human consciousness, which seems to be the equivalent to the divine spark within us. Our consciousness is the faculty that engages with potential itself. The purpose of our consciousness seems to be encountering the unexplored, the yet to be brought into being. In essence, our consciousness is designed to transform the future into the present, not dwelling in the past or even the present moment. When we wake up each morning, we face a new day full of various directions and possibilities, and we contemplate the role our choices will play in actualizing specific outcomes. We recognize the existence of terrible mistakes that tempt us despite the potential for disastrous consequences. We also acknowledge the alternative choice of attending to our responsibilities and setting things right, which offers the potential for improvement. Understanding how consciousness functions in this manner remains a challenge. It requires grasping the nature of the future as potential rather than actuality, a concept that eludes our comprehension. Moreover, we must comprehend how our conscious and ethical choices transform potentiality into reality, shaping the present and the past. Despite these uncertainties, we act as though our choices possess such transformative power. When we fail in this process, we experience disappointment and frustration, particularly with our loved ones when they don't live up to their potential. We feel guilt and shame when we make inappropriate choices, recognizing the relationship between the ethics of our decisions and the unfolding of time. This profound idea is emphasized in ancient religious stories like Genesis, which depict God as the force that brings order out of chaos, manifesting the world from formless potential. In some sense, we are made in that image, and the appropriate way to embody it is by truthfully, courageously, and carefully engaging with the potential that confront us. This is the essence of the Logos, and by embodying it, we bring forth goodness into the world. It should be recommended engaging in introspection and self-analysis. Examine your life meticulously, just like Alexander Solzhenitsyn did in the Gulag, scrutinizing where you went wrong, why you squandered, and which mistakes you made. By gaining this self-awareness, you can orient yourself and then contemplate your future. Consider what you want your life to be like, what you want to aim for, and how to minimize misery at the very least. Create a plan and figure out how to work daily, taking incremental steps towards your goals. Comparing yourself to who you were yesterday is a valuable psychological stance. To overcome faltering, you can adopt a meditative strategy. Each morning or night, structure your day to ensure that by the end, your life is slightly more in order than when you woke up. Incremental progress, even in small matters you might be reluctant to do, proves highly effective over time. Rather than commending yourself, ask what actions you would willingly take to bring further order to your life. Consider the conditions under which you'd be motivated to make positive changes. However, be mindful not to be too harsh on yourself, as treating yourself with unnecessary severity hampers progress. Instead, adopt a humble attitude and look for small actions, even trivial ones, that will set you on the right path and improve your life. Give it a year of consistent practice before considering yourself a failure. You'll find that implementing these strategies will bring about significant improvements. Additionally, it's worth emphasizing that forgiveness is not simply a cliché. Once you acknowledge your mistakes and make efforts to rectify them, avoid excessive self-blame. Learn from your errors without subjecting yourself to unnecessary torment. This principle applies not only to how you treat yourself, but also to how you treat others.